Good day everyone, hope you have a lovely day. So what we have today, we have this Acer laptop. This Acer laptop is coming from a local science teacher at a local school. Yeah, the guy phoned me, he explained the issue. The laptop, he previously used the laptop the previous day, and when he came, when he tried to power it on the following morning, the laptop did not respond, did not do anything. This is an Acer. Acer is an Acer Aspire i5 10th generation. It's coming from a computer science teacher. So that must give us a good lesson. This laptop is coming from someone who is already qualified in the field of IT, but he was unable to fix his laptop. Because there's something lacking, the practical things. You know everything, he explained it to me everything, but he can't figure out what's going on with this laptop. So we can try to help my guy. I'll call him my guy because we are in the same field. Pressing the power on switch, you can see the LED here is coming on and goes off. It's coming on and goes off, coming on and goes off. Let's see with the power supply. We need the right adapter for Acer laptop. This one, I believe is this. That's the right adapter for Acer. It's taking 27, 1.4, 1.4, now 400, 412. What kind of fault do we have here? And we have charging light. You can see the charging light. Pressing the power on, the laptop, it is coming on and goes off. That's the problem with this laptop. So let's see. Let's get inside and try to see what can be wrong on this laptop. Acer Extensa 15, model EX215-62-57HT. Some screws they are missing. The back cover is out. So that's the motherboard. You can see the motherboard. Everything looks new from inside. We have DDR4 RAM, SSD drive, 256 internal battery. Let's do the basics. Let's unplug the main battery and the BIOS battery here. We short some pins on the BIOS battery. The short pins on the BIOS battery. Plug back the. Maybe we have some kind of corrupt BIOS. Let's try on. It is coming on. You can see the LED here, and it goes off. Let's check battery voltage. What voltage do we have on the battery? (18.17). Here we have 7.7 discharge and 8.4 fully charged. This battery is almost nearly full. So the problem is not the battery. coming on and goes off. Let's check under microscope. Let's have a visual inspection of this motherboard. Let's see now. We have the controller ENE, that our startup chip. We have some power supplies here. We have the USB ports. We have that Ethernet connector and the Ethernet IC here. TIMMG, that's the Ethernet IC chip. We do have the charging port here. And the tracks are going on the other side. And here, check here. This looks like flax. Maybe the guy did something here. I can see from this capacitor. This MOSFET probably was once reflowed, replaced. Even the BIOS chip looks like they did something. We are just inspecting the motherboard. Here we have another. Okay, you know what? Let's disconnect here the battery. Let's disconnect the battery here. Let's pay attention on what I'm seeing here. Here we have a USB, and we have this MOSFET. We have a capacitor on the output, and we have this 5-leg MOSFET. And if you pay a close look on the MOSFET, this look like blown up. What you can check here, you can check on the capacitor for short. Let's check on this capacitor. Diode. Maybe that's the reason why the laptop is coming on. And here is a short. Really? This is ground. This is plus. The plus is shorted. And here the plus is coming here. This is beeping. This is beeping. Let's pay attention on the USB port. We must have this pin which is ground, and this one is plus. And some middle pins which are going through this MOSFET, those are data line pins. So here the plus 5 volts is shorted to ground. Because this chip is gone, or we can disconnect this cable which is coming from the motherboard here, just to separate where this fault is coming from. Let's see now. We still have a short. So I think my problem is this driver. That's what I think. I think it's the one which is causing, which is giving me problems because this chip is blown up. The chip is out. Let's check again on this capacitor. This is ground. And the short is gone. So we need the replacement. Where can I get replacement? This is just a switching MOSFET because here the track is coming from here. From this MOSFET we have that's an electrolyte capacitor and is going to the plus 5 volts on the USB port. So this is just switching 5 volts to the USB. So must able to get this chip so easy. Here you see here we have a chip. This is meant to be like an electrolyte capacitor and we have big power rail to the port. So I would say that's our MOSFET which we are looking for. So let's see. Where's my chip? I want to make sure that this chip is soldered properly. So we can cool the motherboard. Let's see now. So yeah, it's no longer hot. Let's insert back this cable which is connecting with the motherboard. And what is here? This is just a flask. This is just a flask. So let's see. Do you think now we have a working laptop? Do you think so? Let's connect back the main battery. Uh, let's come with the power supply. It's taking 1.5 on. It's on. It's taking 1.6 amps. It's now 1.8. Because we reset the BIOS, maybe we have to wait. Now 1.7, 1.8, 1.6, 1.4. And the fan is spinning. Now 1 amp. The screen is flashing. Now 1.3. You can see the fluctuation of current. Where's the picture? Where's the picture? One 1.9, 1.1, and Acer log. You see the Acer log? And it's loading Windows. So that was the fault of this motherboard. And it's working fine. It's working fine. Anyway, so yeah, at least you have seen how we can diagnose and fix a jammed laptop motherboard. It's coming on and goes off. If the battery is okay, you reset the BIOS. Your first point of checking, you have to pay attention to 5 volts, because 5 volts, when it's interrupted, the laptop is coming on and goes off quickly. We still have a working laptop. Everything is working fine. So like, subscribe, don't forget to turn on the notification bell for future updates. And also, I'm happy because we managed to help my colleague, who is a computer science teacher at a local school. I'm sure he tried something, but he did not win, because you have to know the necessary steps to fix a dead device. So see you on the next game. Bye.